just now starting to feel better, so we'll see how long I can whisper for. Today, I'd like to show you my candle collection that I recently acquired. Typically, I will buy one candle at a time from some local shops. I burn one candle until I use it all the way up, and then I can get another candle. But I've been recently thinking a lot about a candle that I had a couple years ago, and I found it at a local shop. And when I went back to buy another one, they had stopped carrying the brand. But I had continued to think about this candle. This was probably 3 years ago, and I'm still thinking about it. So I decided to order the candle directly from the company and get it shipped here. To make the shipping worth it, I decided to just get candles essentially for the whole year, all from this brand, since I knew for sure that I was gonna like it. I have received my candles for the year. I wanted to walk you through each of them and talk about the scent notes and tell you a little bit about the brand, because I think it's really cool. And Binks would also like to make an appearance in today's video. Binks says hello. Can you come over here, buddy? As soon as he heard me tapping on the candles, he ran out here and jumped up on the table. Big fan of candle tapping right here. I'm gonna keep tapping while he's hanging out. But I'll tell you about the candle that I originally bought a couple years ago. It's from a brand called Virgin's On Fire Candle Co. And the original candle that I bought is called Fuck It, I'm Buying a Cabin. And the notes are honey and cedar wood. Obviously, I enjoyed this candle for many reasons. The primary one being that I picked it up because I live in a cabin. The second, because honey and cedar wood is an amazing scent combination. You get that earthy cedar wood to cut through the sweetness of pure honey, and the balance of those two is just beautiful together. And the candle, the original candle that I bought, it smelled really strong, so it could make a big space smell good really quickly. And the third reason is that I appreciate what the brand stands for. So on the candle it says, "This candle was handmade by a gay man, not a multinational corporation with a rainbow logo 30 days out of the year." They're 100% soy wax candles, handmade in Brooklyn, New York. 45 to 50 hour burn time, which I've found to be true, and they are non-toxic and phthalate free. Funny name, check. Amazing smell, check. Ingredients that I'm into, check. Brand that I feel good supporting, check. I was really bummed when I realized that the store that I bought it at originally wasn't selling them anymore. My husband and I went on their website and picked out a bunch of scents that we thought would be good for the year, and got them all shipped here. So let's start by lighting this one, and then we can talk about the other ones. I've already burned this 3 or 4 times, and it's barely gone down at all. It smells so good. This is the ideal signature scent for my house. So I bought 2 of this scent to use throughout the year. Probably burn this one. I'll burn this one now at the end of winter. And then maybe I'll burn the other one in like smoky base to it with the coffee. This one is just pure coffee, and I'm interested to see what this smells like when it's burning. My husband didn't really love this one when he smelled it, but I think it's gonna smell good when it's burning. While I tap on this, I'm gonna read the card that they sent with my order, which I will note also came with a handwritten card. That was so sweet. And it actually looked handwritten. You know, sometimes they print ones that look handwritten. This one had my name written out on it, and it was the owner thanking me for my order and supporting the brand. So maybe this brand is smaller than I thought originally, but that was a really sweet touch in my order. The info card says, I launched Virgins on Fire Candle Co. in June 2020, seeking creative and financial independence. This company is about shedding the 9-to-5 cubicle life, the endless meetings, the shit pay, the total lack of creativity, and the collective suffering from whoever the fuck keeps putting salmon in the microwave. We are about queerness and freedom of thought, eccentric people, unique places, and funny ideas. We are about liberation from the bullshit. We are against hateful laws and for burning bras. We are running from the pure virgin life that others expect and igniting our own ways forward. We are Virgins on Fire, and I am so incredibly excited to have you along for the ride. Jessie. Okay, the next one is a big boy. This candle is 16 ounces instead of 9 ounces. I didn't realize that when I bought it, but the scent notes on this sounded really good to me and my husband. He leans more towards cedarwood, tobacco, leather, like more woodsy, organic kind of smells. And I lean more towards herbal, like lavender or eucalyptus or like pine needle kind of smells. A lot of times we try to find some sort of combo of that woodsy herbal vibe. And this candle does not have the scent notes on it, but I know it was teakwood and something else. And this scent is called Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn, but it's spelled funny. And let me actually look up the scent notes on this one. Featuring our debut heritage labeling. Brooklyn. I feel like I have to say it that way because of how it's spelled. Is a blend of teakwood, sandalwood, tobacco, musk, and peppercorn, named after one of the original Dutch names of Brooklyn. Okay, that makes more sense. It says that this 16-ounce candle, 50 to 80 hours of burn time, so this is gonna last like multiple months in my house. I don't burn candles super frequently. Just if I'm trying to like refresh the space a little bit after I clean, or I feel, especially in the winter, like the air is like stagnant, or if we have people over, I like to have a candle going. This smells so good. It smells very 70s to me. It's giving me shag rug, old school upholstered couch, disco balls, incense, record player. Oh, that is so good. I think that this one is gonna be more of a summertime candle for sure. I'll wait until like June, July, August for this one. But on a hot summer night with the record player going, second favorite, obviously, Fuck It, I'm Buying a Cabin, is the one that I'm most excited about. It's the one that made me place the order originally, but this is my favorite of the new scents that I have to try here, and that is Seedy Roadside Motel. Seedy Roadside Motel. The note on here says tobacco, 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 and it is absolutely divine. Growing up in the neighborhood that I lived in, there was a house maybe 3 or 4 doors down where every night in the summer, the older gentleman who lived in the house would sit out on his porch and smoke tobacco from a pipe. And on the summer evening breeze, that smell would drift down to my house. Or as we rode our bikes around or were playing, just like running around the neighborhood, that smell would just drift around. So to me, the smell of tobacco is really nostalgic. Childhood summer evenings, as the sun is going down, it's starting to cool off a little. The best time of day to play outside with your friends because it's not too hot. I really adore the smell of tobacco. I just associate the smell of it with really positive memories. I'm thinking that I'll end up burning this one closer to next winter, end of fall, early winter, to kind of give good summertime vibes as it's starting to get really cold and really dark. Though I've got my cedar wood and honey to transition from winter into spring when proper spring hits. I'll light up amber and driftwood. And then to transition from spring into summer, I'll do my Brooklyn teakwood. And this should get me through the whole summer because it's massive. 80 hours of burn time is crazy. And then to transition out of summer into fall, I think I'll do my coffee candle. Coffee candle. To kind of get in the cozy spirit of things. And then when we're through the fall to winter transition and we're in winter, I'll have my tobacco candle, and that'll get me through the year. I'll leave a link for this brand, Virgins on Fire Candle Co., in the description box if it sounds like a brand you'd be interested in supporting. I'll just read you some of their other candle names just in case you're curious. Step on this while you read through some of these. Your best sellers here are Fuck It, I'm Buying a Cabin, Smoked Honey and Cedarwood, Because Fuck You, which is white sage and lavender, and $5 from each one of those candles goes to Planned Parenthood. You've got